We do these. Alrighty, folks, let's get this party started. Welcome, everybody. My name is Bojan Petreski. Go by Bo. Easier say to remember. Today is August 17, 2021, and for the next hour, we will be doing futures trading utilizing technology provided by Tradictive on our Trade with UFOs channel. This is the disclaimer up above here. Please read it, understand it. This is for your protection, for your use. It is important that you understand that nothing in trading is guaranteed and that there is risk involved. Anybody telling you otherwise, they're probably fooling you. Let's go ahead and get started with the session. So, this is our agenda. We're going to look at what the market environment is. In this scenario, I'll be utilizing TradeStation to be able to execute on different climates that get the notifications, and then we'll be executing on those new opportunities, and we'll be managing those opportunities through our intraday trade management. Okay, looking at all our different platforms here that we're streaming to, and it's looking like we're all good to go. If you're with me on any of them, just please go ahead and confirm everything's looking good. Things are okay, this and that of that nature. I just realized this is not going there for some reason. Okay, cool. All right. Let's go ahead and get started while that's still loading. This is our workspace here that we utilize to basically figure out what's going on with the markets, the different instruments that we trade, whether it's on the 50-minute time frame, 60-minute time frame, or the 240-minute time frames. We're looking for something that is a confirmed climate, meaning it's either red or blue here, not gray, right? And preferably, we would like it to be a near sensible long or short, depending on the confirmation. So that's what we want to see. All right. Now, as far as the lower part of this window, the 60-minute time frame climates, we're definitely looking at those as well. And then, of course, the 240-minute, the same thing. We do have, it looks like a couple of confirmed climates, and things are looking good in that sense. Okay, there we go. So we're looking good across the board here. I'm just checking out the different platforms that we're streaming on, and it's looking pretty good. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get started. So the first one that I'm going to open up here is the Russell RTY, because it's a near sensible long, and it is a confirmed climate, and it is also on the 15-minute time frame. So I definitely want to take a look at the Russell RTY 15-minute. And see what we will be opening up All right. Just want to get these re-centered again. All right. So we are looking at a near sensible long, as we said. That means we're looking for long opportunities. And the way we do that is, as I've done it in the past, if you've been into any of my sessions before, we are looking at the confirmation of the climate right there. It is confirmed. It is the second out of typically five. So that means we're definitely not at the last minute of this climate, which is good to see. And now what we're looking for is a location to enter and exit. In this scenario, we're looking at this moving average, this 9 exponential moving average that's applied to the 15-minute time frame to be enveloped by a UFO in any one of these three climates. So as you see, this moving average is around this 2179 area. So as we see, it is enveloped by two UFOs. What does that mean for us? That means we have a trade, right? So the trade setup that we're going to look at right here, just going to make this a little bit bigger. There we go. So it's nice and clear. The moving average is at 2179.9, right? That's just call it, that's 2179. 9 is right there. If price does move down about close to 3.5 points, it is most likely going to be around this 2179.6. So that's exactly where our entry will be. So we found our entry point. Now let's find our exit points. Right. So the exit point that we're always looking at, you know what, just because this can move kind of quick, I want to go ahead and place the trade first. 2179.6. All right. And now where is our stop? Our stop is actually going to have to be in the white space below any one of these UFOs. So that means our stop would actually have to be down here from 2179.74.5 to 2174.4. Okay. 2179.6 minus 2174.4, 5.2 points of risk. 2179.6, 2179.6, sorry. See, I almost made a mistake there. All right, 2184.8 will be our first target. Okay, I have chart trading enabled. There we go. All right, what did the calculator say? I lost it. Oh boy. Sorry, did not mean to close that. So 2179.6 minus 2174.4, 2179, no, 2179.6, 2184.8. So 2184.8 is our first T1. Go ahead and place that. That looks like it's almost at the top there. I'm just going to move this one higher. I don't believe we're going to have any UFOs because there's a good chance that we're pushing at all-time highs. But look at that. We actually do. All right. Cool. So we do have a UFO on this 15-minute time frame that starts at 2192.5. So that is our final target. 2192.5 on this UFO on the 15-minute time frame. 21. All right. 2192.5. All right. And that is our trade setup. So let's just reiterate what we did there. I just wanted to get this placed so that way it doesn't, let's say it doesn't tick in and then doesn't pick us up. So what I'm trying to do here is basically, go in long on the Russell on the 15-minute time frame because it meets the criteria, it meets the rules that I have for my trade plan. Now, you might be saying, well, this is kind of a, pretty big area that you're going into. I'm not saying no to that. It's definitely it's what do we say? It was like 5.5 points, I believe it was. You can certainly enter on, for example, the minis. That's another option that you have. I'm sorry, on the micros, not on the mini. This is the mini. You can certainly enter on the micros should you choose to. Um, for our intents and purposes on utilizing the technology that we have in front of us here, I'm going to be going in on this sim trade with the mini. However, should you choose to, you can definitely go in with the micro. Um, I'm just noticing something here that's a little bit odd. So RTYU 21. That's really strange. Oh, no, that's the okay. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure everything was working okay on my end here. It is, so we're good to go. So yeah, so that's our trade. Looking to basically get it um, set up that way on my end here as well. So 21.79.6, 21.79.6. All right, and that's really that for this one. Now, as far as anything else about this trade, we are essentially 20 minutes from the open. Ideally speaking, what I would like to see happen here, at least in my opinion, what I would like to see is something along the lines of this, right? We test a little bit deeper. We pick up all the buyers that are there to pick up, even from both of these UFOs, even. And then we rally up to our T1 right at the open, right? That's kind of what I would like to see. Sometimes we don't always get what we like, but that's the kind of expectation I'm having, at least going into this trade. Just kind of giving you the heads up. All right. And that's that for this one. Let's see what's going to happen. We're about half a point away from being filled. In the meantime, let's go ahead and open up the remainder of the climates to see if we can get another opportunity somewhere else. Okay, crude oil is flashing sensible long. However, it is not. The ATR is negative, which means that price is already trading below the 9 EMA. So that means this is already looking like it might be turning. So let's go ahead and see if we have anything else kind of close by. It does not look like we do. Does not look like we do. All right. Just because I can't actually no, crude oil is an unconfirmed climate, so we cannot even open that chart to look at. So we're going to look at this one for now. As I said earlier, those are the expectations I have for this to kind of retest a little bit lower. You can certainly, if you want to adjust, you can certainly adjust. Why is this not ever working properly? There we go. Okay, we're all set now. I was curious why I couldn't see the LinkedIn stream live. Every time I switched over to look and I didn't see anything. All right, looks like we're all good to go across the board here. All right, let's see. We should have an update to the climates in about 3 minutes from now. Hopefully, some of these either reconfirm or actually, I'm already going to open the ES because it's trading a whole ATR below where it's supposed to be. So I'm going to go ahead and open it just to kind of have an idea of what's going on with the ES in case we have an opportunity to go short. Now, going long on the Russell and short on the S&P is essentially conflicting directions, right? Because they're both more or less they both move the same way. Now, however, if we don't get a fill on one of them, we can certainly look to enter on the other, right? So let's see how the S&P is looking. Looks like it's selling off a little bit, showing some weakness. Um, so let's see where we would land if in about 2 minutes from now we get a confirmed down climate. So 44.53 is the current moving average value, which is within this UFO right here. However, we do have multiple UFOs actually showing the same kind of situation. So that means we could enter on any one of these: 44.51, 44.51.75, 44.51.75. So across the board, looking the same. All we need in this scenario, because this is essentially the same values on this UFO, all we need for all of this to happen is to get a confirmed climate in about a minute from now. All right. So that's where we're looking right now. Let's see where we're going to land. In about, what do we got? Another, well, that's it. All right, here we are. We do have a confirmed climate, and we can actually enter this trade either right now, or we can wait on it for this 44.51.75 to get a better fill. All right, the stop's going to go right up above there, right below here. It already pulled back down a little bit, so it did test this UFO right here. Now, if we do get into this short, I would definitely say cancel the long, right? Because as one moves, the other will most likely move as well. Um, of course, it would have been nice to already be on this. If we took the more aggressive entry, you might already be on it. I kind of chose to look at it a little bit too long. I would have been going in that market, if I'm being honest, if I was just by myself. I just want to make sure that what I'm showing here is, easy to understand and easy to follow. That's the reason why I kind of took a little bit longer. Otherwise, and there we go, that UFO is already gone. So if you did get on board, you're already, in the green a little bit, kind of a point away from your T1. Actually, I just want to make sure that I did put that right. 44.54.5 minus 44.51.75. So it's 2.75 minus 44.51.75. Should be at 44.49. That's right. Okay, so we do have that right. Okay. Excuse me. So if I was trading this by myself, I would have been on this trade at market price. Just kind of clarifying that. And that's that. Right there is T1. Oh, and the one thing that we actually didn't do here is to find our T2, which is well below here at 44.40. That's 9 points away. Yep, you definitely would have gotten T1 there. Already went through. And our T2 is at 44.40. Okay, now the ES is testing these lows right here, right from right there, from overnight lows, the low being 44.47, that being the Globex low right there.
Order
the Russell's
filled.
about to fill. Okay, it looks like it did fill. Okay, so we got that going for us. Looking a little bit in the green off the bat, which is nice to see. Now, something that we always do when we're managing our trades is the following. We put on a vertical right there. 1, 2, 3. We give it 3 candles to work out. All right, moving nicely. We do have a final target on this one as well. However, we're just gonna wait this out, see how it works, and go from there. All right, now how's the ES doing? Now remember something that needs to be said right here. Okay, so the ES is pushing lower. which is really nice to see. However, we did not get on board on that trade. We are in the long on the RTY. We have quite a bit of room, right? Ideally speaking, like I said, I would like a test, basically a test to the lower side, and then a nice strong rally up once those orders get picked up. Um, but as of right now, we're just dancing around the entry point, which is expected. 2179.86 is the moving average, so we're already trading a little bit, at or about the moving average at 2179.8. Um, Actually, I just realized that we may have made a mistake here. I'm gonna go ahead and close the trade because the moving average being at 2179.9 or 8, somewhere like that, and we entered at 2179.6. That means we entered um, above the moving average, so it wasn't being enveloped by the UFO. So I'm going to go ahead
Order
and close
filled.
this at market right now. It's in the green. It was a mistake, but that's okay because we anticipated price to be enveloped or touching this UFO, but it actually wasn't. It was missing it by 3 ticks. So we're going to go ahead and close that trade at market because obviously that's not what we want to do. We don't want to be taking trades just for the sake of taking trades. We want to make sure we're taking trades according to our plan, and our plan is very precise. Okay, so let's see how things are looking now. So 61. I'm sorry. So 2170, 2180 is currently the moving average. So yeah, that's definitely not going to be working out unless we get a new UFO. Let's say we get a pop up here. If we get a UFO here, then this trade will be back on with the new UFO, and there's a good chance that the stop will still have to be below this UFO and below that UFO. So we're gonna see what's going to happen. In the meantime, though, watching this ES trade would have been nice to be on this one, right? You're already in T1. Um, Trade is moving on nicely. This is kind of the perfect scenario, honestly. Before the market opens, you definitely want to be in this type of a scenario. All right. Let's see how we're looking here. There we go. We do have a new UFO that just formed right there, as I was saying. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this trade right here at 2181, and my stop's going to be at 2179.3. So we're moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ticks below. That's within this next UFO, so it has to go all the way down to 2174.4. All right, so we got to do some math again. 2181 minus 2174.4, so 6.6 points now. All right, that's at 2187.6. It's still a good trade. 2187.6. Was it 87? Yeah. Place order. Okay, and then this one, the final target is at 2192.5. This one is at 2192.5. 2192.5. All right. This just goes to show, you don't have to beat yourself up if you make a mistake. We're all human, right? We make mistakes. That's okay. Um, Important thing is to make sure that you're not, getting yourself, um, you know, beat yourself up because you made a mistake. I mean, I've been trading for I don't even know how many years at this point, 9 maybe, and I still make mistakes. It happens. We're human, and that's okay. Just immediately refocus yourself and say, okay, this is it. My next opportunity is right here. you may think to yourself like, wow, look at this move I'm missing out on. There's always going to be another move. Just believe me when I tell you this. Trust me when I tell you this. There's always going to be another big winner. There's always going to be another near miss. There's always going to be an immediate stop out. That's just how trading is. It's nothing. It's nothing against you. Believe me. It's the market has absolutely nothing against you. Sometimes things work out really well. Sometimes they just take their time to work out, and that's how it is. All right. The ES trade might trigger though. So if the ES trade triggers at 44.51.75, all right, with the stop, it's a small stop there, so we're looking good. I'm just gonna take a quick 2 minute break, guys. Give me 1 second, please. All right, sorry about that, guys. I am back, and we came a tick away from filling on the ES. RTY is still far, so we're gonna go ahead and come on, really a tick away again. I think that should be my new trader name, tick away. Come on, ES, give us something here. All right, I guess not. Would be nice to get filled on this trade, and then the open to push it down to T1, and then figure out if it's gonna shoot higher or shoot lower. My kind of gut feeling is, it does go lower, but we're gonna see. In the meantime, I did not check. Were there any news that already posted? I think I saw something pop up as I was getting ready. All right, so fxstreet.com/calendar. Yeah, I think here we go. Retail sales -1%, and the consensus was -0.1%. So definitely some bad news there. Auto sales -0.4%. They were supposed to be at point 0.1 positive. So we got some news riding down. And now
Order
industrial
filled.
production. Oh, something filled, right? RTY filled. Okay. We're in the long. Can't be in the short now. Okay. Um, let's. I guess we can just leave it as it is and go from there. So, all right, we are in the long on the Russell. Let's go ahead and put this here. I'm gonna go ahead and cancel the. Well, actually, I don't have to cancel it just yet. I suppose the Russell trade is in the long. This should be interesting to see which one's gonna win out, the long or the short. Um, Obviously, the ES, if a tick away, already went to T1. That's this is the second time we're seeing this in the same session, right? The first time we were a little slow on the trigger. The second time it just came a tick away and it went. Okay, Russell's pushing a little bit lower, which is I was expecting this a little earlier, not now, when I was getting into this trade. But of course, we had a big jolt up and a big jolt down. So let's see where this is going to land us. One, two, three. Right there is our time stop rule. So if within this, it's pushing low really fast. If within this purple rectangle we don't get a fill on our T1 or on our stop, we're going to go ahead and execute this trade. We're going to exit this trade at market. Okay, so that's that one. We're going to be opening up in a minute. That means a lot of volatility is going to kick in real quick, and we're going to see which way we're going to go. Just because of that volatility that's going to kick in, I'm going to go ahead and cancel this trade because obviously, we're in this trade. We're not risk off yet. We're not allowed to take a trade like that. Essentially, until we're risk off or stopped out. And let's see how this is going to end up. We're about 10 seconds away from the open. Looks like we did find some buyers down here on this UFO. So hopefully, that's kind of what I was expecting earlier for a push lower, find some buyers, push higher. Let's see what's going to happen. All right, lots of volatility, lots of movement. That's what we want to see. ES is shooting down lower. Most likely this will follow. But as you see, the Russell's holding its own while the ES is definitely pushing lower and lower. It kind of sucks that we're not in this trade because it is about to touch that T2 at 44.40, I think it was even. But, it is what it is. All right, here we go. Russell's also giving up some, most likely looking like a stop out. Oh, it's a confirmed climate. We can go ahead and get out of this at
Order
market. It's a
filled.
confirmed down climate right now. We're allowed to take this trade. Wait a minute. This became unconfirmed too. What the heck? I'm sorry. Just got a little bit excited, I guess. I did not even notice the fact that as soon as this closed, it was actually a down climate. And we have a potential opportunity perhaps here at 2178 even. All right, so 2178. All right, I'm taking this at
Order
market.
filled. Order filled.
All right, already out at T1. We did have a UFO that was there that was moving a little quick. Where we got T1 trying to
Order
move.
filled.
All right, guys, it was moving a little too quick to even move the T1 and T2. But there was a UFO that formed there that met criteria. I went in at market like I would on my own, honestly, but it was moving so quick that I couldn't even move the T1 or the stop or the T2 because that's how it is. And look at that, my God. Okay, that's fine. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look at crude oil real quick. Obviously, we made some money back on that loss if you were quick on the trigger. If you were quicker than me on the trigger and you got in and you were able to move your stop, then you're still trailing profits right now. All right, but that was a fun first half hour of the session. I'm gonna go ahead and switch off to our private stream to have some more fun. All right, so please, if you're not already, please subscribe to our channel so you can get access to this, so we can get some more trades in. All right, just switching these off real quick. Always takes a second. Thank you very much for joining me on